Hi Swifties, welcome to our Taylor Swift album ranking of the Tortured Poets Department. Quick reminder of the current album rankings, and to download the Google Sheet from the link in my Instagram bio or my YouTube. Let's get into this. I was a functioning alcoholic till nobody noticed my new aesthetic. For an opening song, this is a very understated song, at least for now, with just like that steady bass line and the softer vocals, especially compared to the music video, which has so much anger in it. This is not an immediate yes song for me, just because it takes a little bit to dig into it, but sometimes I just crave it. I crave this bass line. I don't know. I took the miracle move on drug, the effects were temporary. And then that line hits and I'm like, oh yeah, I've been in a situationship before. I love you, it's ruining my life. So I made my dad listen to this album, and he said certain songs felt very detached, despite how angry the lyrics sound. Down Bad was the main one he noticed it on. And I agree with him. But then I told him that this album is the 5 stages of grief. So some of these are just denial or depression. My husband is cheating. I want to kill him. And I love Posty's voice under this. I love his voice so much. Fortnite score. Now, as a writer, this song hits very close to home. You left your typewriter at my apartment, straight from the Tortured Poets Department. Like, who uses typewriters anyway? Pompous, egotistical writers. Sup. You're not Dylan Thomas. I'm not Patti Smith. This ain't the Chelsea Hotel. We're modern idiots. It is an interesting concept that no matter what level you're at, you still kind of think you're an idiot. But isn't that the true wisdom, to know you're stupid? Now who's gonna hold you if not me? Everyone else will understand why we're meant to be. 'Cause we're crazy. I love that concept in this song, that like you're too much for anybody else except this person who's way beneath you, just because you're both a little much. People put wedding rings on, and that's the closest I've come to my heart exploding. Love the bridge. It's that bridge in itself can be its own story. This ain't the Chelsea Hotel. We're 2 idiots. Tortured Poets Department score. Rivulets descend my plastic smile. This song took a minute to grow on me, but the fact that you're just in it right away. My boy only breaks his favorite toys. Toys. Oh, oh, oh. Ooh, I don't know if that's bass or guitar doing that kind of crunchy sound. I love it. Kind of like crunchy, like breaking something. Also, the word for this album is tortured. It's in the name. Pull the strings and I'll tell you that he runs because he loves me. He loves me. He saw Silver Rabbit, so he smashed it up. That is a tongue twister. Wants to fix me. Gonna miss me. Was my best friend down in the sand lot. He took me out of my box. The first person to treat you like you're not fragile is very important. And then they will destroy you. My boy only breaks his favorite toys score. Did you really beat me up just to do experiments on? Told me I was the chosen one. Now I'm down bad crying at the gym. Everything comes out teenage petulance. Fuck it if I can't have him. Now, be a swimmer. And then when you're swimming, no one can see you cry. This one's depression. My boy only breaks his favorite toys. Denial. This one's depression. The existence of you. I like to think that Taylor calls Maddie Healy a alien in private. It is interesting, the teenage petulance, and I feel like there's a lot of mentions of her when she's younger in this album. And you know, particularly But Daddy, I Love Him. That idea that you're so lost in it that it regresses you. How dare you think it romantic, leaving me safe and stranded. Growth. Look at if I was in love. Also, just like this acceptance that, yes, this was love. This was real. Was it irrational? Maybe. Was he weird? Yeah. But you know what? It was there. And sometimes you have to own that before you can move on. And I think that's the journey in this. Down bad score. So you have the church bells, and then I think it comes in with this. Yeah, right at the start, it has that combining, you know, this previous song. And you're at, this is acceptance. Now, I view this as both a goodbye to Joe, Maddie, and her London boys. Just all of them. Stop trying to make him laugh. Stop trying to drill the safe. How much sad did you think I had? Did you think I had in me? Oh, the tragedy. So long. I think London wrung her out for all she's worth. Didn't opt in to be your odd man out. I founded the club she's heard great things about. And there's anger in here too. There's acceptance, but we're still angry. For all it's no use. Spirit was gone, but it never came to. Just like for free. The lyrics aren't fully in my soul. They're astounding. And you say I abandoned the ship, but I was going down with it. White knuckle dying grip. It isn't right to be scared every day, this love affair. This song has so many layers. Desperation, anger, acceptance. You love me, but where were the clues? I died on the altar waiting for the proof. You sacrificed me to the gods of our bluest days. And I'm just getting color back into my face. But I'm just mad as hell 'cause I loved this place for so long. London had a good run. So long, London score. I forget how the West was won. I forget if this was ever fun. Screaming, but daddy, I love him. I'm having his baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your face is high. On the surface, this is a love song. It's not, though. It's a condemnation. Tendrils tucked into a woven braid. Oh, I love that. Precocious sometimes means not growing up at all. I was thinking about this yesterday. Of like, you know, people tell you, oh, you're so grown up. So your brain's like, oh, I need to be this way forever. And then all of a sudden you're 30 and you feel behind. And I'll tell you something right now. I'd rather burn my whole life down than listen to one more second of all this bitching and moaning. God, save the most judgmental freaks who say they want what's best for me. Change the rate of my heart when he touches me and counteract the chemistry. Me and my wild boy and all this wild joy. It's a song about love, but it's also self-love. And again, the condemnation, I love it. And then, okay, and counteract the chemistry. Look at Alchemy. It's real. But Daddy, I Love Him score. Ooh, westerny. I love it. I love the vibe of the song. It's not an immediate yes, because it's not something that I turn to a lot. But I get it. This song, the music hits me more than the lyrics, which is weird because that doesn't usually happen. Fresh out the slammer, I know who my first call be to. Fresh out the slammer, boy. For just one glimpse of him. smile. Used to sit on children's swings, wearing imaginary rings. That's an odd bridge. I don't think it helps the song for me. I can see it stylistically pulling that back and slowing it down and really reflecting on what she's about to do, but to me it takes me out of it. Fresh out the slammer score. You can beat the heat if you beat the charges too. Watching the documentary on this song, like, and seeing the vision of the dancing and just this etherealness of it, I'm so much more in love with this song than I already was. And like, it's not relatable to me, but like, I feel it. Little did you know your home's really only a town you're just a guest in. It's one hell of a drug. Barricaded in the bathroom with a bottle of wine. Oh, me and my ghost, we had a hell of a time. Sinking to the swamp. Is that a bad thing to say in a song? Okay. Fresh out the slam at Florida, No Buddy, No Crime. I can, either it's like a one-act musical with her like kind of western-y style. Ooh. Whereas this slowing down the bridge feels very natural in its etherealness to it for the rest of the song. Florida score. He sent me downtown lights. I hadn't heard it in a while. My boredom's bone deep. This cage was once just fine. Or mad or wise. What if he's written mine on my upper thigh, only in my mind? Ooh, hear that guitar slide. As you can tell, I love this song so much. It is a top 5 Taylor song for me. How can I feel guilty as sin? Ooh, there was a weird ooh. I'm looking for reasons to give the music a 5 because this is a perfect song to me. The music itself is not necessarily catching, but it supports the amazing lyrics and it has moments, and the melody itself, the journey is not necessarily in the lyrics, but in how she sings it at the end. So it is a perfect song. Oh, and such beautiful imagery to fall back into the hedge maze that's confusing and you get lost in the this bridge. What if I roll the stone away? They're gonna crucify me anyway. What if the way you hold me is actually what's holy? They don't know how you've haunted me so stunningly. I choose you and me religiously. And this is where the change is. But if he's written on my upper thigh, what a way to die. How am I smiling singing this song? It's so... There's so much in it, and yet I just... I love it. Guilty as Sin score. The who's who of who's that is poised for the attack. You don't get to tell me about that. When music drops out, she really wants you to focus on the words. So this one, that happens a lot. Who's afraid a little on me? Those high notes are why this does not get an automatic yes. Because I hate high notes. At all costs, keep your good name. The fact that I'm like going up with my lip on this tells me it's part of this Western musical I'm viewing. Is it a wonder I broke? Let's hear one more joke. Then we can all just laugh until I cry. Question from Midnight's. she talks about how everyone is laughing at you, then they're clapping for you. And she's just like, ha 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 ha. I was tame, I was gentle, till the circus life made me mean. This one is anger. I wanna snarl and show you just how disturbed this has made me. You wouldn't last an hour in the asylum where they raised me. Wanna snarl and show my teeth. People are like, she's so soft and like bubbly and whatever. She wants to show you that side of her, but here's a man. She can't. She's not allowed to because she's not a man. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me's score? Yeah, she really plays with a Western vibe on this one. I wonder if Maddie Healy wears cowboy hats in private and no one knows. Or maybe it's because she was going around America and felt that vibe more when she was touring southern states. Joe, good Lord doesn't need to lift a finger. I can fix it. No, really, I can't. No, really, I can't. So heaven if you'll be an angel tonight. This one doesn't stick to me. Like, I know all I need to do just from the title of the song, whereas the song doesn't elaborate more, I think. I can fix him. No, really, I can. Score. What's gonna stop us waltzing back into rekindled flame? I thought I was better safe than starry-eyed. These aren't high notes, but I love this version of her voice. It's so soft and sincere. I do think Loss of My Life is Joe and Smallest Man is Maddie. Then again, I am a firm believer that every song can have multiple influences. Like, this could be all at once, the ink bleeds. Comment feels a fool, look at love quick scheme. Because this verse feels very Maddie. That first verse feels very Joe. Alive, killing time at the cemetery, never quite buried. You shit talked me under the table, talking rings and talking cradles. I wish I could unrecall how we almost had it all. It was momentary. That bland goodbye. LOML score. Okay, music is immediately iconic just because of using the mic sound. I can show you lies, 'cause I'm a real tough kid. I can handle my shit. They said, baby, gotta fake it till you make it, and I did. Lyrics are in my soul, but they're not like guilty of sin in my soul. And these lyrics are iconic though, so definitely 4. I'm so depressed, I act like it's my birthday every day. I've been doing it since he left. Yes, do that opt up, Taylor. Keep finding the things crucial of it. It took me a while to realize what she was saying in that line. Crucial evidence I didn't imagine, I am sure. Versus finding crucial evidence, I didn't imagine it, I'm sure. Like, just this feeling crazy. I can do it with a broken heart score. Let's go. Was any of it true? Who the fuck was that guy? That can be taken as like asking yourself and asking them too. Want you back, I just want to know. Oh, I love it getting down here. Clean summer was the goal. In public showed me off. And sank in stoned oblivion. That's an interesting reversal, because usually it's like, oh, don't act like we know each other in public, and then in public or in private it's very different. And I don't miss what we had, but could someone give a message to the smallest man ever? Were you sent by someone who wanted me dead? 'Cause it wasn't sexy once it wasn't forbidden. I would have died for your sins. Instead, I just died inside. And you deserve prison, but you won't get time. And you said normal girls were boring, but you were gone by the morning. You kicked out the stage light, but you're still performing. My dad said he was exhausted after listening to this bridge, which is fair. You should be. But I'll never forgive the smallest man who ever lived. The smallest man who ever lived score. You lifetime. What if I told you I'm back? The hospital was a drag. I enjoy this song. It's cute. I don't know. I don't need cute at this moment. That child's play back in school, it's forbidden under my roof. Honestly, who are we to fight the alchemy? Very intentional use of the word blokes. Calling out all her exes. The alchemy score. Even this kind of more basic guitar has a little bit of Western vibe to it. You look like Clara Bow in this light. Remarkable. Town is fake, but you're the real thing. It's we kind of wind down from Smallest Man. That's kind of where that anger peaks. And then she's kind of shown where she's at mentally now with the alchemy. And then this crowd goes wild at her fingertips. Just kind of showing how that those anxieties are still there that have been there since, Speak Now time. Beauty is the beast that roars down on all fours, demanding more. You look like Taylor Swift in this light. We're loving it. Got edge. She never did. Oh. That line hits so hard after listening to Florence's description of her and Taylor's friendship that they're like, we have these big personas, but really we're just these soft, bubbly, happy people. And it's like, she doesn't want to be edgy. She's just trying to be herself. Clara Bow score.